Good morning, fellow mobile gaming warriors. It's NHL Supercard here. Rivals Clash is over, and I have already collected my rewards because I collected them just after it had all been calculated. But let's just go in and show you what I ended up getting. Did I end up where I wanted to? I think I did tell everyone I was going to try and get the 2 epics. I did fall asleep. Well, I went to sleep actually after work, and I set an alarm to get up to give me enough time to grind in WWE Supercard, and it would also give me plenty of time to get the rewards here, and I overslept for about 4.5 hours longer. So yeah, that potentially could have screwed me over, but as it happens, I did still finish in that place to get the 2 epics. So I got I can't remember the name, so I'll go and show you. So I did get 2 epics, 687, had to be between 550 and 1250. Now, if I had had that extra time, I would have comfortably got in the top 550. And maybe if I was playing for 4 hours, maybe I could have pushed the top 250. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I would have. So, who knows? But I don't mind. I got what I wanted, so I was happy. I'm happy. I can't complain. That was my aim. That's what I ended up. So, we'll come back to this in a moment. We got 2 of these guys. So Dion Phaneuf, I don't know. I'm not actually too sure how to. I'm assuming it's a silent P. So mate, could be Hanouf, Dion Hanouf. That's what I'm gonna go with. As a defender role, which is fine because I can do with another epic defender. I've got Doug Gilmour here still from the rewards, and I am about 150-ish games away from a second one of him, so that would be 2 epic pros incoming. Brent Seabrook is all done, sitting there in the other defensive role at the moment. Doug will play in the centre, and here we go, right wing Brendan Gallagher. As you can see, both of these are ready to go together as well. Still with my Corey Crawford in goal. The only thing that I was really peed off with is I was trying out a stream. I'm trying to do streaming now. I've tried on YouTube. There's a few errors still here. I might try it on Twitch, see which one seems to work better. If I do, maybe I'll do some more posts. Maybe I'll start with Twitter. Maybe I will try and, do some more gaming vids. But I was trying to show playing all 3 at once and what it would kind of look like and the kind of confusion that happens. And in doing so, I silver starred my Chris Kunitz. So yeah, I weren't particularly impressed by that. He's made his way into the team because he is slightly better than. I think he took Brent Seabrook. No, he took the place of one of the Brendan Gallaghers who was out of position. So yeah, that happens. Can't really do much about that. Bit peed off. If we go to quick round, 134 games. This is what I'm running at the moment. So I'm still in Ultra Rare Plus, but I am soon going to have a few Epic Pros. And once I get those, that will boost me straight into the Epic tier. So I will get an Epic pool, and it will also then potentially give me a good enough team that I might actually go into the season. So I'll play a game or 2 here because you can see I'm in Ultra Rare Plus Plus, so I'm going to play people, and I can tell by their trophies that are in the Ultra Rare Plus tier, just so I should hopefully definitely win and get a few more of those pools. So what I'm doing is I'm going to play through, get my second Doug Gilmour. That'll be the tactic. So once I've got the second Doug Gilmour, I'm going to train them up, bring the guys and then ready to be done, and hopefully by that time that Dion Hanouf, or however his name is pronounced, will be let's not be greedy, hopefully he'll also be ready. So that will give me 3 Epic Pros as well as a Ultra Rare Pro in goal, which is going to be enough then with another Silver Star Ultra Rare to probably it's got to get me on the brink of Legendary. So that'll be awesome. That'll put me. That'll get me from doing like this in this game. That'll be a big jump. So that's the plan. So what we're going to do probably is get all those cards ready, and then pro them up together. Obviously, I do appreciate that once they're pro'd up, I'm going to have to then train them as well, you know, so it might not be, I might pro them all up so they're all still around the same kind of power and put them into the team, but they might not necessarily boost me because too much to begin with, because I need to max them out to get me into like legendary tier. I do appreciate that, and that won't happen the very first time I do them, but it will get me up into the epic tier. And then obviously I'm saving some of my other cards which have been used before, which I have started to develop and are no longer using. Like for example, I've got 2 of those Zach Bogazian's super rares, which are 24 out of 25. The reason why I haven't pro'd them or used them is because I'm going to keep those to feed into some of my epic cards once they're pro'd up, because it'll give me that bigger jump. Back to the game. You might be asking me, why am I still purposely throwing away the second quarter? I'm just going for the guaranteed win pretty much. During Rivals Clash you do get a few losses doing this, because I'm always playing against people in the same tier, and I do come against people with which are basically on the cusp of being in epic. But if you're just generally playing exhibition games or quick games, and you come against somebody in the tier just with the tier below you, then this tactic is pretty much not gonna fail if you've got a team set up like I do. So I throw the first game, because the computer normally uses one of its better cards. Normally, say that again, normally. Then I can come and take this. Nope, actually, I can take this quarter with relative ease, and then it will mean that there is absolutely no way that they're going to have 2 cards that are going to be capable of taking the final. Well, see, this happens a few times. They never leave a 400 to the end, but I didn't eat my words, because I said my card was still too strong. So that's the theory. And if you're still unsure about why I've picked the people, and you can't understand by having a look, please feel free to ask me. I will try and explain once more vaguely why I played this last game against Father Green, that I pick 2. I'll do something different this time. Okay, I'm going to actually potentially throw the first game. I will do this sometimes if I'm using Corey Crawford and it's not using focus, and I think I could be against a stronger person, because I think, well, if they're going to use 2 good cards, they could beat my Corey Crawford and my other cards, because they're not in the 400s. None of their stats make the 400s. So I tend to maybe throw away that card, hoping to keep a strong solo card to win this quarter, and then still have 2 very good cards for the last quarter. If I use my Corey Crawford with one of my other good cards and it's not good enough, then I've pretty much lost the match. Or at least this way I still have a chance of winning it. So this is the other tactic that I tend to start using now when I found myself losing a few games, especially playing people who were in Epic Plus Plus towards the top of the tier. So yeah, the idea was I will play one more then, just to, because I started talking some other random BS. The other idea here is you take your 2 cards, which are going to be just common cards, and they're in there to bring down the total points of your deck, and the other 4 cards are the cards that you can use to try and win your matches. Now you can do it with 3 cards and you can do it with 5 cards. I personally have found using 4 cards covers everything. It allows you to win 2 quarters that both use 2 people, because the minimum number of skaters you can use is 4, the maximum you can use is 5, okay, out of the 6, and you have to use your goalkeeper. So I find that 4 covers everything. 4 covers goalkeeper +1, which is going to be 1 1/4, and the solo quarter, or it covers goalkeeper +1 and the double quarter. It also covers using your goalkeeper and sacrificing a card and still leaving yourself 3 cards to do a double and a single, which will be your 5 people. Because once you use the goalkeeper and one of your common cards, you're going to have 4 people left, and 3 of them are going to be decent cards. Okay, there's only 2 quarters to go, and the fact you have to be left with 1 person means that all those 3 cards you've got left will be used. So that's the theory behind it. If you still don't understand what I'm saying, then just try and watch it. I could probably explain it a bit clearer, but I didn't want this to be too long an episode. I just wanted to show the Rivals Clash, show my progress, and then hopefully when I do a video in the next couple of days, everything will be ready. A few pros, seeing where that goes, seeing where it puts me, putting myself into the season, and actually giving the season a go and seeing what kind of reward I can get from that. And that'll be my time. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with your NHL grind. Hope you got the rewards you wanted, and I will see you soon.